top 10 lists from across the world. Today, we're diving into the world of literature to explore from timeless classics to modern masterpieces. These books have captivated readers for generations, selling millions of copies worldwide. We're going to take a closer look at what makes these books so enduringly popular, from their compelling characters and thought-provoking themes to their sheer entertainment value. Get ready to uncover what makes these books so popular and why they continue to captivate readers across generations. Kicking off our list at number 10 is Dan Brown's, a book that took the world by storm and sparked countless conversations about art, history, and religion. I mean, who doesn't love a good conspiracy theory, especially when it involves secret societies, ancient symbols, and the Catholic Church? Brown is a master of weaving together fact and fiction, creating a world that feels both familiar and utterly mysterious. He takes you on a whirlwind tour of Europe, from the Louvre Museum in Paris to Westminster Abbey in London, uncovering clues hidden in plain sight. But beyond the puzzles and the twists and turns, is also a story about faith and doubt, about the search for meaning in a world that often feels chaotic and uncertain. It asks big questions about the nature of truth and the power of belief, leaving readers pondering long after they finish the last page. And let's not forget the characters. Robert Langdon, the Harvard symbologist, is the perfect guide through this labyrinth of secrets, using his knowledge of art and history to decipher the clues left behind by a mysterious killer. Sophie Neveu, a French cryptologist, brings her own unique skills to the table, helping Langdon to unravel the mystery while also confronting her own family secrets. Is a wild ride, a book that will keep you on the edge of your seat from the first page to the last. It's no wonder that it sold over 80 million copies worldwide. At number 9, we have a book that speaks to the dreamer in all of us, Paulo Coelho's. This is a story about listening to your heart, following your dreams, and embracing the journey even when the destination is uncertain. Coelho has this way of writing that is both simple and profound. His words resonate deep within you, urging you to look inward and to trust in something bigger than yourself. Is a story about a young shepherd named Santiago who dreams of traveling the world. One day he meets an old man who tells him about a treasure buried near the pyramids of Egypt. Inspired by the old man's words, Santiago decides to sell his flock and pursue his dream. Along the way, he encounters a cast of unforgettable characters, each of whom teaches him valuable lessons about life, love, and the pursuit of one's personal legend. He learns about the importance of listening to his intuition, of facing his fears, and of recognizing the omens that guide him along his path. Is more than just a story about a treasure hunt. It's a metaphor for the journey we all take in life, the search for meaning and purpose. It's a reminder that the greatest treasures are often found not at the end of the journey, but in the experiences we have and the lessons we learn along the way. With over 150 million copies sold, continues to inspire readers of all ages to follow their dreams and to live a life full of purpose. It's a timeless story that speaks to the very core of what it means to be human. Coming in at number 8 is a book that defined a generation, J.D. Salinger's. This is a book that you feel in your gut, a book that speaks to the angst and alienation of adolescence with an honesty that is both refreshing and unsettling. Holden Caulfield, the book's narrator, is one of the most iconic literary characters of all time. He's rebellious, cynical, and deeply sensitive, a teenager struggling to find his place in a world that he doesn't understand. Holden's voice is what makes this book so captivating. He's raw, he's honest, and he doesn't hold back. He shares his thoughts and feelings with a confessional intensity that draws you into his world, making you feel like you're right there with him, navigating the confusion and hypocrisy of the adult world. Is a book about the loss of innocence, the search for authenticity, and the pain of growing up. It's a book that has resonated with teenagers for generations, speaking to their feelings of alienation, their longing for connection, and their desire to find meaning in a world that often feels meaningless. It's a book that stays with you long after you finish reading it, prompting you to reflect on your own adolescence and the challenges of growing up. With over 65 million copies sold, remains a seminal work of American literature, a book that continues to spark controversy and debate, but also continues to connect with readers on a deeply personal level. Number 7 by J.K. Rowling. Hold on to your wands because at number 7 we're entering the magical world of by J.K. Rowling. This is the book that launched 1,000 imaginations, a book that reminded us that magic is real if you know where to look for it. I mean, who hasn't dreamed of receiving their letter to Hogwarts? Of attending classes in potions and defense against the dark arts? Of playing Quidditch on a broomstick? J.K. Rowling created a world so rich and detailed that it feels like a real place. A place you can escape to whenever you need a dose of wonder and adventure. Is the story of a seemingly ordinary boy who discovers that he is anything but ordinary. He's a wizard, destined to attend Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry, and to fulfill a destiny he never could have imagined. But beyond the magic and the adventure is also a story about friendship, courage, and the battle between good and evil. It's a story that teaches us that even the most ordinary of us can have extraordinary courage, that love and friendship are the most powerful magic of all. With over 120 million copies sold is not just a book, it's a phenomenon. It's a testament to the power of storytelling, the power of imagination, and the enduring appeal of a good versus evil story. Number 6 by Agatha Christie. Get ready for a suspenseful ride because at number 6 we have Agatha Christie's, a masterpiece of mystery and suspense that will keep you guessing until the very last page. This is a book that reminds us why Agatha Christie is the queen of crime fiction. Is a classic locked room mystery, a story that unfolds on a remote island where 10 strangers are invited for a weekend getaway. But as the guests start dying off, one by one, they realize that they are trapped on the island with a cold-blooded killer in their midst. Christie is a master of pacing and suspense. She slowly ratchets up the tension with each passing chapter, dropping clues like breadcrumbs, leading you down false trails, and keeping you constantly guessing. Every character has their secrets, their motives, and their suspicions. As the body count rises, you start to question everyone, even the characters you thought you could trust. The brilliance lies not just in the mystery itself, but also in the way that Christie explores the psychology of her characters. She delves into their pasts, their fears, and their darkest impulses, revealing the darkness that can lurk beneath even the most charming of exteriors. With over 100 million copies sold, is a testament to Agatha Christie's enduring legacy as the Queen of Mystery. It's a book that will keep you on the edge of your seat from beginning to end, a reminder that sometimes the most idyllic of settings can harbor the most sinister of secrets. Number 5 by J.R.R. Tolkien. Buckle up, because at number 5, we're embarking on an epic journey to Middle-earth with J.R.R. Tolkien's. This is not just a book, it's a world unto itself. A world of elves, dwarves, hobbits, and orcs. A world of magic, adventure, and epic battles between good and evil. Tolkien was a master of world building, creating a mythology so rich and detailed that it feels like it's always existed. He crafted languages, histories, and cultures for his characters, immersing you in a world that is both familiar and utterly fantastical. Is the story of a fellowship of hobbits, men, elves, and dwarves who embark on a perilous quest to destroy the One Ring, an artifact of ultimate power created by the Dark Lord Sauron. Their journey takes them through treacherous mountains, dark forests, and across vast plains, testing their courage, their loyalty, and their friendship. Tolkien's writing is both lyrical and epic. He captures the beauty and wonder of Middle-earth as well as the terror and despair that Sauron's shadow casts upon the land. Is more than just a fantasy novel, it's a timeless story about the power of hope, the importance of friendship, and the struggle against tyranny. It's a story that has resonated with readers for generations, inspiring countless other works of fantasy and capturing the imaginations of millions worldwide. At number 4, we have a story that speaks to the heart of what it means to be human, Antoine de Saint-Exupéry's. This is a book that reminds us of the importance of imagination, the power of love, and the beauty of seeing the world through the eyes of a child. Is a deceptively simple story about a pilot who crashes in the Sahara Desert and meets a young prince who has fallen to Earth from a tiny asteroid. The prince tells the pilot about his travels to different planets, each of which represents a different aspect of human nature. Through the prince's eyes we see the absurdity of adult concerns, the importance of friendship, and the transformative power of love. Saint-Exupéry's writing is both poetic and profound. He captures the innocence and wonder of childhood, as well as the sadness and loneliness that can come with growing up. Is a book that can be enjoyed on multiple levels. It's a children's story, a philosophical treatise, and a timeless meditation on the human condition. It's a book that stays with you long after you finish reading it, prompting you to reflect on your own life and the things that truly matter. With over 140 million copies sold, is one of the best-selling books of all time, a testament to its enduring appeal and its ability to touch the hearts of readers of all ages. Number 3 by J.R.R. Tolkien. Returning to Middle-earth at number 3, we have J.R.R. Tolkien's A Delightful Adventure Story that serves as the perfect prelude to the epic that is. This is where it all began, the story of Bilbo Baggins, a comfort-loving hobbit who is swept away on an unexpected adventure that changes his life forever. Tolkien had a knack for creating worlds that you could get lost in, and is no exception. We're introduced to the Shire, the idyllic homeland of the hobbits, a place of rolling hills, cozy holes, and an abundance of food and good cheer. But Bilbo's world is turned upside down when he is visited by Gandalf the Grey, a wizard who invites him to join a company of dwarves on a quest to reclaim their treasure from Smaug the Magnificent, a fearsome dragon who has taken over their mountain kingdom. Along the way, they encounter trolls, goblins, giant spiders, and of course, Gollum, the creature who guards the One Ring, is a classic hero's journey, a story of an ordinary individual who discovers hidden reserves of courage and resilience within himself. It's a story about the importance of friendship, the power of loyalty, and the thrill of adventure. With over 100 million copies sold, continues to enchant readers of all ages, a testament to Tolkien's enduring legacy as the father of modern fantasy literature. It's a book that will transport you to another world, a world of magic, danger, and unforgettable characters. Number 2, by Miguel de Cervantes. Coming in at number 2 is a timeless classic that has been captivating readers for over 400 years, Miguel de Cervantes. This is a book that transcends time and language, a story that speaks to the human condition with humor, pathos, and a touch of madness. Don Quixote is one of the most enduring characters in all of literature. He's a man who has read too many chivalric romances and has come to believe that he is a knight-errant destined to right wrongs and defend the helpless. Armed with a rusty suit of armor, a broken-down horse named Rocinante, and his faithful squire Sancho Panza, Don Quixote sets out on a series of misadventures that are both hilarious and heartbreaking. Cervantes was a master of satire and is a brilliant critique of the chivalric romances that were popular in his day. But it's also much more than that. It's a story about the power of imagination, the importance of dreams, and the enduring human capacity for both good and evil. Don Quixote may be delusional, but he's also a deeply sympathetic character. He's a man who sees the world not as it is, but as it should be, a world of chivalry, honor, and romance. And in a way, his idealism is infectious. With over 500 million copies sold, is one of the best-selling books of all time, a testament to its enduring power and its ability to connect with readers across cultures and generations. Number 1, by Charles Dickens. And at number 1, with over 200 million copies sold, we have a novel that has left an indelible mark on literary history, Charles Dickens. Set against the backdrop of the French Revolution, this is a story of love, loss, sacrifice, and redemption. A story that reminds us that even in the darkest of times, hope can still flicker. Dickens was a master storyteller, and he weaves together multiple plot lines, creating a rich tapestry of characters and events that capture the chaos and upheaval of revolutionary France. We meet Sidney Carton, a cynical lawyer who is secretly in love with Lucy Manette, a young woman who is torn between her love for her father and her loyalty to her husband, Charles Darnay, a French aristocrat who has renounced his title and is trying to build a new life in England. As the revolution explodes, their lives become intertwined in ways they could never have imagined. Dickens's writing is both beautiful and brutal. He captures the grandeur and squalor of 18th century London and Paris, the desperation of the poor, and the excesses of the wealthy. It is a story about the best and worst of humanity, about the power of love to redeem even the most hardened of hearts. It's a story that has resonated with readers for generations, a testament to Dickens's enduring legacy as one of the greatest novelists of all time. It's a book that will stay with you long after you finish reading it, a reminder that even in the face of unimaginable cruelty, the human spirit can still endure. There you have it, our list of all time. These stories have captured the hearts and minds of millions of readers worldwide, each offering something unique that keeps us coming back for more. From thrilling mysteries to epic fantasies and thought-provoking tales of self-discovery, these books remind us of the power of storytelling and its ability to transport us to other worlds, introduce us to unforgettable characters, and teach us valuable lessons about ourselves and the world around us. These books have stood the test of time, continuing to resonate with readers across generations and cultures. They offer a glimpse into the human experience, exploring themes of love, loss, courage, hope, and despair, reminding us that even in the face of adversity, the human spirit can endure. Which of these have you read? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more top 10 lists, only here on